This may be the best update Jagex has ever given to Old School Runescape. Back in the day, everyone would wear fancy boots. No matter who you are, whether you were a top tier player or a noob, fancy boots was the way to go. And you always had to pick between the fancy boots and the fighter boots. But you know, everyone wanted the colourful fancy boots. But now you don't have to pick. You can have fancier boots, and it's the fighter boots and the fancy boots combined. Anyway, let's go have a look through today's update. 1st of November, forestry tweaks, security, and more. So obviously the game worlds are back up, so that's kind of irrelevant now. I am recording this a little bit late. However, let's have a look. Why am I struggling to say that? Forestry tweaks. Last week released Forestry Part 2, and since then you've given us loads of feedback to sift through. While this week's update aims to address a couple smaller tweaks, we're continuing to discuss bigger bits of feedback we've received and explore what kinds of changes may be needed to ensure forestry is in the right spot. Don't worry, we'll keep you in the loop. So, some more updates to forestry. I've not really messed about with forestry. Don't really know much about it. I probably should, but you know, not really done it. So padded spoons. You've been active in OSRS social media circles over the last few weeks. You have no doubt seen the bizarre, buyable, bank-standable mining training method that involves using limestone to craft padded spoons. I did see this. However, I do believe it was insanely expensive, so kind of pointless. When we said we'd be taking a look at variety of mining methods in the near future, this wasn't quite what we had in mind. As such, crafting padded spoons will now provide, you guessed it, crafting XP as opposed to mining XP, and the XP per craft has been reduced. I mean, that was kind of a pointless change. I don't think anyone's going to spend... I think to get to a 99, it was like 33 billion or something. So, yeah, I don't think anyone's going to do that just to AFK mining. Beehives. Forestry's busiest event just got... buzziest event just got even better. As of today's update, you randomly attained sturdy beehive parts from the beehive event, which can be used to construct a beehive of your very own in the big plant space of your garden. That's kind of cool. Added something to play around house. You can even release the bees from your hive, let them bumble about your home. That is kind of cool. Poachers event, you've been perplexing those pesky poachers quite effectively, but we've received words that some of you have been hindering your fellow players' efforts to free the foxes. As a result, the frequent door slamming of the Sears Village Church, both foxes and poachers will stop spawning indoors. Let's stop the griefing and give the local clergy some much needed peace and quiet. I suppose, you know, that stops people trolling. Didn't really do that event, so I don't know how big that update is. Other forestry tweaks. First up, we've fixed a bug where the XP bonuses from the felling axes were stacking, as expected with the lumberjack outfit. Turns out this was a result, weren't stacking as expected. This was a result of an overzealous safety measure to prevent excess XP gains. So we've done a bit of pruning, the issue should be fixed. So your lumberjack outfit should stack with the felling axes XP boost. We've also removed all mentions of T's and T rune from the description of leaves. Speaking of descriptions, we've updated the text on the Twitcher's gloves to more accurately reflect their stackable item used on every tree cut. Okay. What other updates? That's kind of not really useful. Jagex account benefits. Getting a Jagex account is the number1 way to protect your hard-earned gains. We absolutely encourage you to do that. So yeah, they've updated the stronghold of security. You can now get fancier boots, which is a mixture of fancy boots and the fighter boots. So that's what they look like. They're pretty cool. I did go grab them. You could also grab multiple boots. If you want fancy boots, fighter boots, and fancier boots, you can do that and store them in your costume room's armor case. So that's always good. Now count check. This is they've added another like a random NPC that will give you an XP rank if you have a bank pin and on a Jagex account. So that's pretty cool. Equal to 10 times your current level and the skill of your choice. So that's pretty much just a genie lamp, but extra XP, can't complain. League Trailblazer, you know, if you guys are doing Trailblazer, that's launching Wednesday, November the 15th. And there is going to be teasers throughout the from here till now, basically. November the 2nd, every day until November the 15th. There will be a teaser of leagues. I will be taking part in the Trailblazer Reloaded. I've never done a league before. I haven't really got a plan. It's going to be hectic, and you can find that and watch me play it and stream it on twitch.tv/the Mahano. It's going to be fun. It's going to be hilarious, and it'd be good to see you guys there. Anyway, in other changes, if you've completed Path of Gluffery, players who earned 300 quest points are now able to access an additional Slayer block slot. So that was voted on a little while ago. I'm glad that's added now. That's always nice to have. Planks from the sawmill can now be placed in a plank sack automatically. That's quite useful. Changes primarily benefits anybody using sawmill vouchers from Forestry Part 2. That's pretty cool. That's quite useful for Iron Man, I suppose. We've increased the value of Angler and Spirit Angler outfits so that players are less likely to drop them without realizing. Those of you with particularly high drop warning threshold might want to double check your settings before doing too much shift clicking with either of them outfits in your inventory. Anybody with threshold of 30,000 GP or higher should be fine. Those also mean these items are more likely to be protected on death. So to make sure, check those interface if you're heading into dangerous terrain. While we're adding the Count Check random event, they've also tweaked a couple others. The Genie, Dr. Jekyll, and Count Checking themselves will now be able to enter banks. They won't hang around for too long, but this should give you time to root through your bank for that herb that Jekyll's after. Events that teleport the player, such as the Mime or Mr. Mordout's School, aren't affected by this change. Fallow the Bard will now recognise the Barrow Chest Anchor BH if he asks you to bring him a Barrow Chest Anchor. That's good, yeah. Droman's Cat no longer requires you to wear a Cat Speak amulet for dialogue once you've passed the required part in Dragon Slayer 2. And then there's some updates to the merch store. I did pick up a Neve keyring a while back. I'm quite happy with it. So if you guys want to pick up some keyrings, I'd recommend it. Some PvP rota changes. If you're interested in that, I'm sure you know where to find it. Not really my cup of tea, but yeah, guys, if you liked this video and you want to hear more news every week, I'll do these videos every week. Please smash the like button, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think about these videos and if you'd like them more.